Hello everybody, welcome to the second video on this channel. If you haven't seen my week 1 prediction video yet, you can go over and check it out right around here. For week 1, my prediction was 9-7. So the first game we have here is Texans versus Browns. Now, I'm going to give this one to the Cleveland Browns. They did pretty well against the Kansas City Chiefs, almost beating them, but then Kansas City came back and won towards the end. I don't know. They had a good chance. And the Texans were destroying the Jaguars, but then Jaguars started coming back towards the end. So here I have the Browns as an easy win. Next up, Bills and Dolphins. Bills lost to the Steelers in week 1, which surprised me. And the Dolphins almost lost to the Patriots, and the Bills are a way better team than the Patriots. So I'm going to go with the Bills because the Bills have a better quarterback. They also have better wide receivers. So I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. Next up, we have the Denver Broncos versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. And let me just say this. I'm never picking the Jaguars again. I'm going with the Denver Broncos, who beat the New York Giants last week. So Jaguars played terrible. Trevor Lawrence did not have a good game. I thought he would do good, but he didn't. Alright, Patriots and Jets. Patriots. Is this even a question? Next up, we have Raiders versus Steelers. Now, the Raiders, yesterday, when I'm recording this, it is a Tuesday, but on Monday night, the Raiders beat the Ravens in overtime. So it was a very close game, and the Raiders pulled out and won it. But I'll have to give the edge to the Steelers because they beat the Bills. And if the Steelers play the same way they did when they played against the Bills, I have the Steelers winning. Chiefs versus Ravens. I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning that one. The Ravens defense didn't look great on Monday. I think the Chiefs could beat the Ravens, so that's why I'm going with the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, all those guys. I think they could beat Lamar and the Ravens. Next up, we have the Bengals versus the Bears. Now, I'm going to give this one to the Bears because I think the Bears have a better defense than the Bengals, but the Bengals have maybe the better offense. But I think, in my head, I just see it possible that the Bears could apply pressure to the Bengals O-line, which is bad. But I have the Bears. Rams versus Colts. I have the Rams. The Rams played very well against the Bears. Matthew Stafford looked great out there. The wide receivers looked great, and the defense looked. So with that, the Colts, they look bad against the Seahawks. So I have the Rams 100%. Next up, Cowboys versus Chargers. Now the Cowboys played very well against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I think many people were kind of surprised how close the game was. And then we have the Chargers, who had a close game against the Washington football team. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Dak Prescott is currently leading the NFL. Well, no. He's actually second, my bad. He's second right now in passing yards, and I think that the Cowboys will outscore the Chargers. Next up, Titans and Seahawks. This is a very, very tough game. Titans defense is horrific, but their offense is on and off. If Derrick Henry can have a good run game against the Seahawks, which I think he possibly could, then the Titans could easily win this one. But it all just depends on which offense will score more. And I don't see the Titans defense being able to stop the Seahawks, and I feel like the Seahawks will eventually score more than the Titans will. So that's why I'm going with the Seahawks. Next up is the Giants versus the Washington football team. The Washington football team lost to the Chargers after Fitzmagic went out with an injury. Sad to see, but I still like the team. I like their wide receivers. With McLaurin, I think he's a good wide receiver. Has a lot of good potential. And also the Giants, their O-line is Washington did pretty well against the Chargers, so just for that fact, I'm gonna give it to Washington football team. And the Giants did okay against the Broncos, but they don't have my vote for winning. I have that one to Washington. I just feel more confident picking Washington over New York. So, all right, next up we have 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, surprisingly, it was getting close at the end. Detroit almost came back and won, which is kind of scary for you 49ers fans out there. But I'm going to pick the 49ers because they have Jimmy G. They have a good defense at times. They also have a nice tight end in George Kittle, who was kind of shy against Detroit, but I feel like he'll play way better in this game. But the Eagles have a very good run game, um, an alright defense. Their run game is weak. 49ers have a pretty strong run game, I'd say, but the Eagles' run game is strong as well. I just see the 49ers as a favor here. I feel kind of more confident picking the 49ers, so I'm gonna go with them. Going into our next game, we have Saints versus Panthers. This will be a NFC South division game. Um, I have the Saints here. I have Winston and the Saints after they put up an amazing performance, beating the Packers 38-3. Winston had 5 touchdown passes with 0 interceptions. So just for the fact that they blew out the Packers with former MVP, well, MVP last year, Aaron Rodgers, and one of the best wide receivers in the league, Devontae Adams, I'm going to go with the Saints. Buccaneers versus Falcons, I'm obviously going to pick the Buccaneers. I mean, Falcons literally lost to the Eagles 32-6. So, the Bucs should win. Next up, we have Vikings versus Cardinals. I'm having the Cardinals. They literally destroyed the Titans, and the Vikings literally lost to the Bengals. I think this is a no-brainer here. Cardinals should win, and if they don't, then something is wrong. And the last game, which will be played on Monday night, is the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. Now, Green Bay lost 38-3 against the New Orleans Saints, and the Lions almost came back and beat the 49ers. So, but I have the Packers here because the Packers should win this game, and if they don't, then Aaron Rodgers is tanking the season. Anyway, guys, so those are my picks for week 2. I'm pretty confident in a lot of my picks. There's a couple here and there where it could go either way, but I'm confident about 95% probably of the games. Yeah. So if you guys like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And comment down below your picks or any suggestions on how these videos could get better. So I got nothing else to say. I'll see you guys in week 3. See ya!